Sup, though. I don't got no popcorn. I don't got nothing. I don't even got peanut. Don't worry, Peanut. It's okay. He's just not with me at the moment. I don't got shit. I don't got nothing. Fuck.
I have an Instagram account with 1,100 followers.
Right.
I had it set to public so anybody could come onto my page and look at my pictures, like them, and comment on them.
Okay.
So oftentimes I'd get people I didn't know liking my pictures and commenting on them. But one person stood out from the rest. I remember his first comment on one of my photos. It was a beach picture with one of my friends. So I was wearing a swimsuit. I had like 11 comments on it, but one of them was from somebody I didn't know. It was 3 flame emojis. I clicked the man's profile. He had 3 pictures, 80 followers, and he was following over 200 people, including me.
Right.
All 3 of his pictures were of him, selfies, which didn't look right given that he looked like he was 40 or 50. I didn't mind though, it's expected to happen to a certain extent. However, after that photo, it started becoming a thing where the man would just comment on every new photo I posted. One comment just said hot. This one was a little creepier, honestly. But then 2 days later, after posting my next picture, the man didn't comment this time. Instead, he sent me a direct message. It said, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you that you're beautiful, even though I'm like 30 years older than you, LOL.
Hey, my ass."
I responded, "LOL, thanks," which I'm surprised I did. Most people would have probably ignored it. He got back to me with, "I would kill to meet a girl like you." I replied 10 minutes later with thanks, hoping he wouldn't say anything else. But he got back to me with, "Maybe one day I'll meet you.
Maybe not.
LOL.
Maybe you won't."
I didn't reply to that one. I found everything about the guy creepy, but I didn't block him. I figured, why get rid of a free follow and likes?
What?
I hadn't heard from him until I posted a new photo. This one of my sister Carol and I in front of our house. The man commented quickly on the photo, saying, "You and your sister are so cute."
Oh my god.
Now it was becoming too much for me.
Okay.
So I removed the comment and blocked him.
Right, there you go.
Later in the day, Carol and I were home alone. I was in the bathroom doing my nails, getting ready to go out.
Right.
I noticed a car I didn't recognize pull up in front of the house through the window. But only the front. The rest of the car was covered by the bush that separates our front yard from the neighbors.
Of course.
The headlight shut off, but I didn't see anyone step out of the car.
Don't.
I took note of this only because we're on a dead-end block, so we don't get any through traffic. I shut the blind just because I was on full display. My sister was in her room on her laptop when the time came for me to leave. I didn't bother saying goodbye. Usually we just text each other that we're going out anyway. I went to my car, looking at the mysterious car, which revealed to be a Maxima.
Fucking up.
The tinted windows mixed with the darkness of the night made it impossible to see inside of it. I got in my car, did a 3-point turn, and drove down the one-sided street to the nearest main road.
You fucking up.
I went to a social gathering at a friend's house. I wouldn't call it a party, but a decent amount of drinking went on. I cut myself off a little early since I knew I had to drive. But still, I'll admit, and I don't condone this kind of behavior whatsoever, I was pretty tipsy when I was driving home. It was only a 5-minute drive though. I pulled up to my house, and the first thing I noticed was the Maxima still parked out front. I needed to know whose car was that. I passed it slowly, but still couldn't see inside of it. I parked and texted a few friends that I got home safe before stepping outside and walking up to my house. I was eyeing that car parked out front all the way up to the front door, where I dropped my keys.
I would have never left.
At which point, for whatever reason, I was too scared to bend over and look for them. Instead, I rang the doorbell like 5 times so my sister would answer quickly. She never answered the door, though.
What the fuck you mean?
So I was forced to get on my knees and look for the keys.
Pause.
They actually landed right on the doormat. I opened the door and went inside pretty swiftly, taking one last look at the Maxima before shutting the door. It was past midnight, but my sister was usually still up this late, so I dizzily but quietly walked up the stairs and down the hall towards her door. And oddly enough, it was wide open, but the lights were out. Maybe she went out for once. I crept into the room, and my heart skipped a beat as my mind tried to put together the faint noise I was hearing. It took me a while to realize it was a whisper. The whisper of my sister. It was coming from the closet. The closet was cracked open, and I saw my sister peeping her eyes through the crack. She was visibly shaken and appeared to be crying. I knelt down next to her and opened the closet all the way, whispering, "What's going on?" She didn't say anything, though. She just kept putting her finger on her lips, telling me to be quiet. I tugged at her arm to pull her out of the closet, and when she was out, I pushed the closet shut quietly.
I don't see nothing.
This revealed my sister's room again, as well as somebody clear as day standing direct center in my sister's room. I don't know if he was facing us or not, but that didn't matter, because we both wailed as we ran together. I felt the vibrations of the man stomping close behind us.
Okay.
We went straight for the car. I was able to lock the doors without even a second to spare before the man chasing us tried the door handle. When he realized it was locked, he started bashing at the window with his shoulder, all while my sister was screaming and wailing, making the matter worse. Through the intensity of the situation, I still was able to make the connection. It was the same man who had been stalking me on Instagram.
That's that shit.
I had to do a 3-point turn, but all the while I was honking the horn to get as much attention as possible from the neighbors. I think it worked because he got into his car, which turned out to be the Maxima, and did a 3-point turn as well. At first we thought he was tailing us, but instead he booked it past us and down another street to never be seen again. At that point we just turned around and went back to the house. I called our parents and then the police. The police were able to find out how the man broke in, through an upstairs window. He climbed up a ladder onto the awning and boosted himself up to the windowsill. I told the police about how he was stalking me on Instagram and must have somehow found my address when I posted my most recent picture with my sister, which included my house number. I tried to help them by giving the man's Instagram account, but when I went to the blocked account section, it was empty. That meant that the man already deleted his Instagram. Therefore, even if there is a way for Instagram to track deleted users, it didn't matter, because I didn't remember the man's username. So I hate to say it, but there was nothing the police could do, and I knew it. I've since set my Instagram to private, and really only accept follow requests from people I know now. I'm also a lot more paranoid and wary of posting revealing photos. I came across something recently.
Hold on. Some nice ass room. I gotta say, the hardwood floors, yes. The windows / doors, yes. The whiteness, yes. I just like it. But let me tell you. Hold on. I need to talk to myself for a minute. Do you think she was bullshitting? Yeah. How so? Well, let me tell you why. Well, let me tell you the first reason why she was bullshitting was because she noticed a car that she never seen before, that's creepy, saw a guy that looked creepy, is creepy, right? Okay, I follow you, I feel you, I understand what you're putting down. Right? this is oh no. The reason I'm laughing is because usually people, YouTubers, would cut this part out to make it look, kind of good. I'm not gonna cut it out. I just think I could easily cut it out, but to make it look smooth. But I'm not. So what was I? I forgot where I was. Yeah. So she stepped out knowing that she seen the motherfucker right out there waiting in front of her house. That's where she was bullshitting. Like if I'm going out right, and I'm with my friend at the time, right, or my brother or whoever I'm with at the time, right. If I'm telling you I'm going out and I see a car that I don't know that looks suspicious, and I see a guy and I'm like, okay, right. First of all, I'm gonna give you two options of what I might do. Right. First option is I'm not stepping foot outside the house. I'm calling whoever I'm meeting. Right. I'm calling me like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable. So I'm not gonna leave the house. We can do it tomorrow, or the next day or next weekend, but I'm not gonna go out the house. I don't feel comfortable. Maybe you all can come over here, but I'm not gonna step out the house. I'm not, and you best believe I'm locking all doors. That's where the sister, or I forgot whoever she was with, and the other person in the house, she forgot to lock all shit. She was bullshitting too. But order of the other option would have to be, I'll leave, but I would make sure that that whoever I'm meeting could possibly pick me up because I don't feel comfortable at the moment. Just saying. Do you see do you feel me? Huh? Do you see where I'm coming from? Like if I don't feel comfortable, I'm not leaving the house. Or I might leave the house, but I'm not I'm not taking my own car. And the other person that she was with, because it was two people in the house, one was leaving, and then one stayed in the house, which I think was her sister. I'm not entirely sure because my memory, I have 5-second memory loss. That's not a thing. I'm just saying, is that when she left, she didn't lock all shit. She didn't lock nothing. Well, I mean, she probably locked the front door. Hell, the back door could have been open the whole time, right? But whenever you leave the house, you're supposed to make sure that all shits are locked. Everything. Because they were both bullshit. Both of them. Both of them motherfuckers. So that's my thing. Like they both was fucking up, right? And that's it. If I saw a creepy outside my house, right? I'm either leaving with full on protection, right? Or I'm not leaving. Or I might call the police and be like, who is this, Aaron? Fuck it. Let me talk to somebody else. You know what? Aaron, I can't. Aaron, get off the fucking phone. I'm gonna just stay in the house, or I'm gonna leave with protection. You best believe that. Cause why would you even step foot outside the house, right? Knowing that there's somebody outside your house that you don't know, right? And that looks like what seems to be that you're pretty sure is a creep at night. That doesn't make no sense. What? Okay. But I just want to put emphasis that they were both bullshit. That's yeah. How you not gonna make sure?
It has been freaking me the hell out. Right. Before I get into my discovery, let me just get into a little backstory that makes the discovery even more disturbing. For the past few weeks or so, on several occasions, while either trying to sleep in my bed or doing something in my room with a light on at night, I would hear a single, faint yet audible tap on my window. I hardly want to call it a tap. because none of the sounds really resembled an intentional tap. It sounded more so like something accidentally being scraped or pressed against the glass very briefly.
Accidentally, my ass.
At first I thought it was just bugs flying into the window. But as the same sound kept happening at least 2 or 3 times a week, I started to get freaked out by it. So I told my dad, and he of course told me it's nothing, probably just bugs like I initially thought. So nothing happened for a few nights. But then, I got a text from a friend. Well, not a friend, just some guy I used to have a class with who somehow coerced me into giving him my number. He said, "Hey, I don't know if you remember me. We used to have a class together. I just wanted to let you know about this. I stumbled upon it by accident, and if you're unaware of it, that's pretty disturbing." Then he added a link to the bottom of the message. I pressed it, and it took me to an Instagram page. The page was titled JP Unofficial. Those were my initials, but that wasn't the first thing I noticed.
Do you see where this person is fucking up at the moment? Do you see it? Do you see it? No? If you do see it, congratulations. If you don't see it, I'm going to explain to you where he's bullshit. He's fucking up. Okay. I'm trying to understand people, but it's like you can't. You can only understand somebody to a certain extent. Like if somebody's bullshitting, like on a consistent basis, right? It's only so much you can do. It's only so much you can comprehend, you can understand from that person. Once you can't comprehend or understand what they saying, what they talking about, what they going through, that's when you let them do. That's when you let them be on their own. I'll be like, hey, you know what? You fucked up at least 36 times within the last 5 minutes. I can't help you. I can't help you. You are on your own. You're on your own. Just saying. Let me tell you where he got a link from a person, or I forgot. This person got a link from another person, right? It seems like they haven't even, they don't even know each other. That's what I'm getting from this. They don't know each other, right? That's one red flag, right? And the other red flag is you sending a link that doesn't explain what it is. Nothing at all. Y'all know how I am with links. I'm not going to click on a link without a brief description. It doesn't have to be 2 pages. It can just be like a couple of words. Some. Give me something with the link. I don't care what it is. It has to say, I'm not going to click on the link without no description of what it is. It can be 1 word. I don't care. Just give me something. Give me some information for the link. Don't just send me a random link and expect me to click on the bitch. That's not how that works. If you out here clicking on links without no description, fucking up.
The first thing I noticed was the profile picture,
right,
which was me. And then the 45 pictures uploaded to that account were all of me.
Right.
They weren't like pictures that I took though, they were all candid. I mean, like, they were pictures I never even knew were taken.
Right.
Some were of me at the beach, some were of me sitting in my car.
That's their creepy shit.
But the newer ones got even weirder. Some were of me in my backyard. And then the worst ones were the most recent.
Oh.
There were pictures of me in my room, taken from outside my window.
Oh, no.
Some of me sitting on my bed doing homework or texting.
What the fuck?
Others of me standing, with one even of me in my underwear.
That's wild.
I felt sick. I felt like crying and throwing up. All the pictures had at least 2 or 3 likes. Some had comments, but not comments pointing out how wrong this is. They were comments encouraging it, saying things like, go for it, or hot, or what I'd do if I could get my hands on her.
Oh.
The captions on the photos, too.
It's a female.
They were all things like, the love of my life, or she went to the beach today.
Oh,
or,
no.
I just like to watch her.
What?
My mouth was twitching as a tear rolled down my face. I was so disturbed, I can't even describe the emotions I was feeling. And then, there was a sound again at the window. The sound. The unintentional scrape or tap.
Oh, shit.
And then it clicked. It made sense now. When I put two and two together, I simply snapped. I lost it and screamed louder than I'd ever screamed before. My dad came rushing in with open arms to hug me and ask what's wrong. I showed him the Instagram page and explained the tabs at the window. Well, explained is a stretch. I was a mess and could barely speak clearly. My dad's expression went from gentle to horrified to downright angry. He rushed outside screaming, making a scene for the neighbors, looking for the stalker. He then came inside and called the police. I gave the police the Instagram account and requested they track it as soon as possible. Law enforcement put the request into Instagram. By the time it was received, the account was deleted, but it didn't matter because Instagram was still able to recover the info.
Oh.
And the usage was traced to an old iPod Touch. Unfortunately, the device was untraceable. It was either destroyed or it had its Wi-Fi turned off permanently. My dad saw how messed up I was, and he plans on moving us out of the house within the month.
There you go.
Luckily, there haven't been any new sounds. But I've also made sure to keep all my blinds shut 24/7, and always make sure I'm not being tailed while driving. All I could think to say to everybody is keep your Instagram private and always be alert to your surroundings.
There you go. That's a good dad. But I really don't know why your blinds were open 24/7. Fucking bullshit. Who does that? I don't care. Is this? Oh, that's it. Okay. I don't even care if you live in a 6-7 story house, right? Which is ridiculous. I don't even know why I said that. But okay, within reason. Let's say you live in. I don't care if you're living in a, I don't know, 4, maybe 5. Ow, on my lip. Ow. Ow. Damn, that shit hurt. Ow. It doesn't. Oh man. I bit it in the same spot too. Like that sucks. But let's say you living in a, 4 or 5 story house, right? I don't care if you're living on the top of the house. Your blinds should more often than not be closed. I was gonna say always be closed, but like my blinds are normally, they're normally open, but like I would only open them when it was like bright outside, like because when it's bright outside you can't really see in the house. I mean, if you could see in the house, you extra. You're really extra if you can clearly see in the house if it's bright, if it's like really bright outside. Cause you doing the most. Like you really wanna see something. You fucking creeps. But I think my Instagram, it has always been public. I haven't even thought about making my stuff private. Because I know to watch out for the creeps, for the stalkers, for the weirdos out there. I have blocked a few on Instagram, on Snapchat. I don't think I haven't done as much on Twitter, because I'm like almost never on that. Not as I'm on that, but not as much as I am on Instagram and Snapchat. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I was bullshitting with some of my photos because I kid you not, I put one of my business cards when I had them at the time. I took a picture of it, and I put it on Facebook. Not Facebook. Yeah, I did. I put it on Facebook. And I put it on Instagram too, and Twitter. I think that because when I post something on Instagram, I automatically share it to Facebook and Twitter. But I didn't realize that I had my whole address on that bitch. Again, Cooley, thank you. He washed out for me, but I'm not gonna lie, I was bullshitting to the max on that one. But I think that was the only time I was bullshitting as far as publicly putting my personal information out there. But yeah, it's not much you can say. SupTho. I don't got no popcorn. I don't got nothing. I don't even got peanut. Don't worry, Peanut. It's okay. He's just not with me at the moment. I don't got shit. I don't got nothing. Fuck.
I have an Instagram account with 1,100 followers.
Right.
I had it set to public so anybody could come onto my page and look at my pictures, like them, and comment on them.
Okay.
So oftentimes I'd get people I didn't know liking my pictures and commenting on them. But one person stood out from the rest. I remember his first comment on one of my photos. It was a beach picture with one of my friends. So I was wearing a swimsuit. I had like 11 comments on it, but one of them was from somebody I didn't know. It was 3 flame emojis.
SupTho. I don't got no popcorn. I don't got nothing. I don't even got peanut. Don't worry, Peanut. It's okay. He's just not with me at the moment. I don't got shit. I don't got nothing. Fuck.
I have an Instagram account with 1,100 followers.
Right.
I had it set to public so anybody could come onto my page and look at my pictures, like them, and comment on them.
Okay.
So oftentimes I'd get people I didn't know liking my pictures and commenting on them. But one person stood out from the rest. I remember his first comment on one of my photos. It was a beach picture with one of my friends. So I was wearing a swimsuit. I had like 11 comments on it, but one of them was from somebody I didn't know. It was 3 flame emojis. I clicked the man's profile. He had 3 pictures, 80 followers, and he was following over 200 people,
okay,
including me.